search and rescue operations in connection with Motor Bangka Amihara. We are actually on our 12th day of sustained search and rescue operations between the different interagency on the national government level. We have from the Philippine Coast Guard, from the Philippine Navy, and the Philippine Air Force. So karong hapon, among ipakita sa inyo ang katong mga panghitabo since the day that we received the report. And if we can show you yung mga timelines na to, significant timelines leading to this incident. Okay, nagkaroon lang ng technical problem. So joining me today is Attorney Isabella, our legal officer and our incident commander. In connection with the search and rescue operations, we have Lieutenant Jason Labadia. So, sige. So muna ito ang atong infographic, mga significant updates regarding sa to ang Motor Bangka Amihara incident that took place sometime later on as we nadawat nato ang isa-isa pa ba nato? Dili na.
Pwede, sir. Mga ito, i-copy, Anas.
Yes, ma'am. We could get a copy of that one. You can get a... wala pa. Updated na ba to? Updated na to. Summarize na lang nato, ma'am, Sige, summarize na lang nato. So, the time reported due to sa ang incident, the time it was reported to the Coast Guard was about 11:30 in the morning. So, time reported mo ni katong pagtawag sa isa ka asawa sa mga pasahero tungod kay wala pa nakabalik ang ilahang mga mahal sa buhay. So pagkadawat sa Coast Guard sa report ato din yung gipasa sa mga stations and substations to verify and validate ang nakuha nato na information na nag-reported missing, report nila missing kaya wala pa nakabalik ang ilahang mga mahal sa buhay ng mga asawa. The actual time na na-confirm nato when we're very thankful sa isa sa mga wife of the passengers na naghatag sa tuwag information through text at around 2:27 in the afternoon na on the 19th. So that was the time that the Coast Guard received a kanang naglubog na gid sila. And naigihatag. Tagalog ta, sorry. Ulitin na to, sir. Okay. So 11:30 in the morning natanggap po natin yung information coming from one of the wife of the passengers because worried sila na hindi pa nakabalik yung asawa nila. So they reported missing. So after that, in-inform natin mga stations and substations to be on the lookout and to check, magtanong-tanong sa mga mangingisda kung meron ba sila na-observe. And then natanggap talaga natin yung information na lumubog o confirmation na lumubog sila at around 2:27 in the afternoon of 19 January. Immediately, upon receipt, nag-deploy tayo ng mga assets. That is why nakaalis agad yung barko natin na 2403 and assets of Davao Oriental and Davao Occidental. So that was our first day of SAR mission kasi nakaspecify doon yung lugar na kung saan sila nawala. Ito yung between Don Marcelino and Santa Maria, which is accordingly sa text, mga 20 to 30 kilometers sila. And nung trinat natin sa may Malita, vicinity of Malita. So nakapag-respond agad ang ating mga tauhan during the first day. On the second day, continues yung ating search and rescue operations and yung CGS Occidental natin nag-exert ng effort to extend going to the Sarangani because meron na tayong effort dito sa Davao Gulf. And that was the time that we were able to recover a one survivor, si Mr. Christopher Bulig, at around 10:46 in the morning. Okay? So, immediately nagkaroon tayo ng nagkaroon tayo ng assessment and nag-conduct tayo ng mga inquiry kay Mr. Bulig sa maalala niya, sa kanyang mga accounts kung saan sila banda. And we were able to confirm the last known position. And that made us adjust our search and rescue efforts going to the Sarangani up to where we are right now. Okay? So ito yung mga significant timelines natin. And then day 3, day 4, day 5, wala tayong nakuhang breakthroughs. Day 6 natin was 24 January. Dito na natin nakuha yung mga bodies. Okay? Yung PS-37 ng Philippine Navy and MC-296, nakakuha sila ng a total of 6 bodies. 5 doon sa PS-37 and isa sa LC-296. Ito yung breakthrough natin na malaki na nakuha noong day 6. Day 7, 25 of January at around 1:04 in the afternoon, nakakuha din ng isang body ng ating MCS BFAR vessel 3010 dito sa may Maasim, Sarangani. So ito yung pang-anim natin na body. 5 the previous day and then additional 1 on the following day. Sa day 8, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating search and rescue operations. We adjusted, pakita namin mo sa inyo yung mga sectoring natin. Meron na naman tayong nakuha na breakthrough. Nakakuha tayo ng life ring with Amihara marking dito sa may Maitom, Sarangani pa rin. On day 9, wala tayong nakuha na any breakthroughs, floating debris, or life jacket, or life ring, or recovered survivor. However, on day 10, on 28 January, naka-recover na naman ang ating isang barko ng Coast Guard, yung FPV 2040 natin, ng life jacket with Amihara marking. So, the following day, day 10, meron na naman tayo nakuhang breakthrough. Day 11, kahapon, merong mga na-report sa social media na nakuha ng ating mga kababayan along the shoreline of Kiamba, Kiamba, Sarangani. And nakuha natin yung isang life jacket kahapon. Okay? And then, the same, mga nakuha natin yung life jacket, mga 11:50 in the morning, at around alas 12, 12:00, meron na namang nakuha, may report sa atin sa may Katubaw, Kiamba, Sarangani, na meron na namang nakuha na another life jacket with Amihara marking. And then meron ding pinto ng bangka na pinapaniwalaan natin kasi meron din siyang pangalan na Amihara. So, on the day 11, kahapon tuloy-tuloy yung mga breakthroughs natin. Ibig sabihin, andyan lang sila siguro sa area na yan, sa ating sector 6 hanggang kahapon. But today, we'll be showing you yung sectors kung saan tayo nag-ooperate. Can we go to the Ayan. So, for today, dito na tayo sa sector 7. Dito na yung area of operations natin. This is going really west of our AOR. Malayo na tayo. Kung napansin nyo, sa baba na natin yung Basilan. Nandun na tayo sa Zamboanga na AOR ang ino-operate natin. At tuloy-tuloy po ang operations natin kasama ang Philippine Navy PS-37 and our FPV 2403 na nag-ooperate ngayon dyan sa area na iyan. And early this morning, nagpalipad na rin po ang ating Philippine Navy na aircraft, ang kanilang C-90 NV with tail number NV392, and we are permitted to go along the sectors 1 and 2 of ang kaya ng eroplano natin abutin is yung sectors 1 and 2 of the Indonesian area of responsibility. So meron na tayong flight clearance coming from the Indonesian government for overflight search and rescue operations. Pinayagan yung ating Navy and ating Air Force mag-conduct ng overflight search and rescue missions. Hanggang bukas, meron din po tayong another clearance na for tomorrow. So tuloy-tuloy po ang ating Philippine Navy aircraft sa paghahanap ng ating mga nawawala pang mga missing na kababayan. Yun po ang ating operational update for the the missing motor bangka Amihara. With regard sa investigation, this district has nagbuo tayo ng 2 team sa ating investigations. The first team is a 5-member team which is looking into marine casualty investigation. Yung MCI natin o marine casualty investigators natin will look into the factual, causal, and the recommendatory safety improvements of our practices. So wala siyang liability attribution, yung first team natin. It is more on safety recommendation. That is why kailangan natin ibuo din yung second team. Yung isang team, parallel investigation to, yung second team is composed of a seven-member team together with a legal. Ang tawag po doon is yung incident investigation team. They are required to submit a report leading to the investigation. At ito po ang mabigat because itong incident investigation team report will determine, so meron siyang determination ng administrative and criminal liability of the owner, the operator, and the officers and crew of the motor bangka. So ongoing po ang ating dalawang teams na nag-investigate ngayon. They are distinct, they are separate, they're conducting their own. And then hopefully, after tayo magkaroon ng pag natapos yung pag nag-terminate tayo ng search and rescue operations, we would also be able to get the result of their investigations. Yung sa dalawa, sa MCI na investigators and the incident investigation team report, which is more on the administrative and criminal liability. Yun po ang ating update sa inyo ngayong hapon na ito. And kung meron po kayong mga clarifications, we are open po. Oo nga pala, hindi ko pala naidagdag, ano? Sige, questions po kung meron. Yes, sir.
Sagutin po yung niyo, sir, katanungan po. If you nakita nyo po, yung ating pong area of operation is guided by our SAROCs. And kita din po natin na meron tayong mga breakthroughs. Hindi man everyday, but continuous din po yung mga breakthroughs natin na mayroon tayong nakikita within this area. That is why we continue to conduct search and rescue operations. Hindi pa po tayo nag-shift to any type of operations. Different po kasi ang concept ng search and rescue and yun sa sinasabi nating retrieval. Yung operational tempo po mag-iiba. So we are still on search and rescue operations as long as it's still possible because we are continually getting breakthroughs on a daily basis po.
Sir, just to follow up on the investigation po, anong composition itong two teams? May other agencies ba involved in the investigation? And kailan na officially nag-start ang investigation?
Okay. Yung investigation, sir, started immediately after the incident. Meron po silang the compositions are all Coast Guards po. The first team are trained investigators po for maritime casualty investigation. And the second team is a composition of the different concerned mga units natin na may specialization din po sa investigating body and kasama po ang ating Coast Guard Legal po.
Sir, January 19.
January 20 na po lumabas yung orders kasi January 19 po nangyari nang nakuha po natin yung report is hapon na po.
So timeline, sir, kung kailan target din na mag-release ng result ng investigation?
Like I said po, I intend, nagbigay na ako ng instruction sa dalawang investigating team natin na as much as possible, kung kaya natin tapusin a week after we terminate search and rescue operation so that we could give the result of this investigation din po.
Sir,
Isa lang.
Amihara is registered as a passenger motor bangka with franchise to carry passengers for tourism only and during daytime only, and whose authorized routes are between Davao City and Samal only. How come it managed to leave port in the evening and towards a route which is not within its franchise?
Tama po kayo dyan, sir. Ang franchise po ng barkong Amihara na binigay ng Marina is from Davao to Samal route po. So kung saan man siya pumunta, yun po ang ating sa investigasyon kung bakit po nakapunta doon ang barko na wala po sa franchise niya. And that is the reason why sa investigation, ma-determine po natin kung ano pong nangyari.
So, may nasabi po ba yung 8 personnel na na-relieve kung bakit sila na-allow mag-stay?
Yes po. Like I said, naman po sa atin namang yung safe to say na yung mga tao. Kaya nga po yung pagpapaalam nila, yung document nila na sinabit sa Coast Guard ay walang pirma. It's because may nakita pong inconsistencies doon sa route nila. So, yung tao po natin, hindi po pinirmahan yung permit nila nung nag-request sila ng and that is that will form part of the investigation po kung ano pong nangyari. Bakit hindi pinirmahan ng ating mga tauhan yung yung pag-apply nila ng paalam sa atin.
So why were they allowed to leave, sir? To leave or to leave na pirmahan yung kanilang
Hindi po natin sila, hindi ko po masasabi. Kasi hindi po natin sila, definitely pag hindi ka po pinirmahan yung clearance ng Coast Guard, hindi ka po inalaw ng Coast Guard is because may nakita siyang deficiencies doon po sa pagbigay niyo po ng documents.
Hindi pala sila nakita, sir, na naglayag, sir, na monitor na naglayag sila despite sa walang authority.
Yes, ma'am. Ang Coast Guard po kasi, ma'am, during inspection will be there the moment na bago po umalis yung bangka o yung barko. So, at the moment po na gusto nang umalis ng barko, magpapaalam po yung officers natin para po inspeksyonin ng Coast Guard. I-check po yung validity ng papers niya, i-check po yung crew niya, i-check po yung passenger manifest niya. So, at this point in time, hindi po siya umabot sa ganun kasi hindi po pinirmahan ng tao natin yung documents po.
So meaning there's a possible violation?
That is still under investigation po, sir, no? And we will wait until the determination of the po, sir, investigating team.
However, can you now disclose the names of the passengers?
Meron naman po tayong listahan, ma'am, these are the passengers that we get according doon sa binigay na kopya sa atin na passenger manifest, plus during doon sa mga pamilya na naghahanap niya kasi sila na yung nagbigay ng iba na pangalan nila. So accordingly, we have 16 passengers lahat, pero doon sa original po, meron po tayong, doon sa original na binigay nila na application for MDSD, meron po tayong
What is MDS?
yung Master's Declaration of Safe Departure po, ma'am, So required po kasi yon attachment sa MDSD, yung mga documentary requirements ng bangka o ng barko, yung passenger manifest, yung crew manifest, at kung may cargo din po kayo, kasama din po doon yung cargo manifest. So doon po nakalagay, doon sa natin, all in all, meron po tayong 16. Ito po ang nakuha natin. Isa-isa ko pa ba? Ibigay na natin yung pangalan sa inyo later on siguro. Meron naman to sa social media na naman.
Sir, clarification, sir, sa 16 na nasa nasa list ko, sir, sino ang nandun?
Actually,
Hindi naka...
yung total po yon na hinahanap natin is 16, pero yung andun po talaga sa sinabit sa atin na passenger manifest is 15. So, yun po sa 15, meron pong nakalagay doon na initial na 11 passengers and then 4 na crew. And then it turned out, meron po doon sa 11 passengers na 2 hindi nakasama during their voyage nung umalis po sila nung gabi. And then we also discovered coming from the families and the relatives po na meron pa palang 3 na sumakay doon sa bangka nung umalis po sila na hindi po kasama originally doon sa final nila na passenger manifest. So, kung bibilangin nyo po, ang original na final sa atin is 15. Meron pong 11 passengers, meron pong 4 na crew, meron pong 2 hindi nakasama. Hindi po nakasama sa pag-alis nila. So, 13 yon. And then we found out na during the na meron ng mga pamilya nila nagbigay sa atin na pangalan na nakasama din pala sila. Kaya lumabas po yung additional na 3 pangalan. All in all, naging 16 po ang ating mga pinaghahanap po.
Kasama ang owner sa sir?
Yes, ma'am. Kasama po yung owner doon.
Sino yung owner, sir?
Ang nakalagay po sa ating papel, ma'am, is si Mr. Ace Cortez. So, siya po ang owner ng ating motorbangka Amihara.
Sir, can you clarify? Kasi may mga, sa mga comments section ba na